Hi everyone, it's Simon here, and it is Monday the 27th of February. Thanks for joining me this morning, or even this afternoon as it is now. Looks as if there's not really much change in the weather pattern really over the next couple of weeks. But still looking at this jet stream coming in though, making things more unsettled, and after some very, very warm weather tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, looks as if things turn cooler next week. Now, here you're not going to hear any mention of record-breaking temperatures, near record-breaking temperatures, or crazy, insane weather, which are all phrases that I've heard on the radio and the television during the last few hours. And I've only just settled down after boiling about it. I cannot believe we're hearing phrases like that coming out of television weather forecasters. These are supposed to be professional scientists communicating the message across. Yes, I know as a broadcaster it can sometimes be very difficult, and you kind of do get run away with it, particularly when the presenter throws something really off ball at you. But you've got to be able to cope with it, and don't come out with statements like crazy, insane weather. It's just mad. We always get warm weather at the end of we can get warm weather at the end of February. It's not unusual, believe me, in the words of the great Tom Jones. Anyway, I'm not going to rabbit on about that anymore. You've got a musing about that I've put together. You'll have noticed that I've got a few new charts on the site, which I'll show you in just a moment, but want to go through the forecast for the next couple of weeks first of all. Don't forget, as always, the site's kept free of charge by the advert you see around, so if you see an advert you like, click on it, go through to the advertiser. That generates revenue for us, and it tells the advertiser that you're interested in what they're doing. So thank you for doing that so far. So this is the pressure and the precipitation forecast from the GFS Ensemble, which is as good as any at the moment. We got the date that it's valid for here up in the top right hand corner, so there you can see this one valid for midday today. You'll notice how overnight tonight high pressure is with us, and it stays there too. The wind's rotating around the high like so we've got a southerly wind across many parts of the country through tomorrow. I think some low cloud bits of drizzle around western Scotland, western Ireland, western coast of Wales through the course of Tuesday, but inland probably brighter spells coming through. For Wednesday, high pressure is still there. A weak warm front just nudges its way northeastwards, bringing some low cloud and drizzle to southern Ireland and southwest England, but elsewhere we should be dry with more sunshine and warm again. We warm again into Wednesday and into Thursday as well, and into Friday and the beginning of the weekend, although look what happens. You'll notice that the model is trying to feed in some rain from the west during the course of this weekend. It's going to make an attempt to get through us, and many places may well see some rain early next week, and then we go cooler look early on into next week as a cold front moves southeastwards. The winds then turn around. Look, notice how the position of the high has changed from being over the northern France. Now it's out in the Atlantic. We've still got this southwest to westerly flow, but it's picking up from a cooler, slightly cooler source. So I think by early next week, temperatures will be falling off. And then into next week, well, it's going to be the west and the north that sees outbreaks of rain again, but many southern and eastern areas are looking like they are going to be staying dry, and I think that's the way we stay as we head into the middle part of March. Although, again, look, the model's hinting at the jet stream trying to become established across the Atlantic during the second third of the month, bringing in more unsettled conditions, and this is where I think we're going to go with it. I wouldn't be surprised to see those more unsettled conditions come through. Now, if you click on the city's forecast, you can see that temperatures do decrease, and you can see the rainfall coming in too. This is the city forecast for London, but they're all basically the same. Here's the very warm conditions of the next few days, look, and then we see this petering off into the weekend and into early next week, and then by early to mid next week, so temperatures are hovering around about normal. Notice too the rainfall levels look relatively low, but we've got this feature that comes through this weekend. May just give a millimetre or two even in the south, but then we do go basically dry following that. But look, minimum temperatures, which is the blue line here, always holding above freezing. And as I said, very similar for Birmingham, look, very similar as well for Manchester and for Glasgow, although Glasgow not quite as warm in the next couple of days, and certainly more rainfall around for Glasgow, and similar into Aberdeen too. But again, more rainfall, particularly this weekend, but then not much rainfall into next weekend. So it looks as if the jet stream does try to get back in, and I think we will be seeing some slightly more unsettled conditions come through. So I was telling you about new charts that you can see. If you click on weather charts at the top here, just going to show you a few of the things that I've added. The Herland model, we've now got wind on here. Click on wind, and this is the wind forecast in 3 hour steps for the next 48 hours. And what I've done is coloured in the yellows here where the winds go above 20 knots. That's force 6 and above. So hopefully that one will be quite useful for you. I've also added in the total rainfall under the GFS operational. So if you click on total rainfall, then you will be able to see that we've got rainfall total. So this goes up in 6 hour steps, look, and as the time goes on, so we see the amount of rainfall gradually increase. So the hope is that you can see where the wettest areas are in the forecast over the coming days. And on this one, notice this ends at where are we? This ends at midday on the 5th of March, so next week. And look, it's actually bringing in some proper rainfall across western parts of the UK. This is 20 millimeters plus totals. I think it's probably overplayed a little bit here, but just look how wet it is down here in the southeastern Mediterranean. These are totals almost getting up to 4 inches and above across parts of northern Turkey during the coming week, and wet too through Greece. Look, very dry though in the western Mediterranean. So that was just a couple of charts that I've added to the site that I wanted to show you, and hopefully they'll be useful for you. So thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining, and don't forget the adverts are there for you to click on if you see one that you like. That's what keeps the sites free of charge. So thanks again for watching, and keep the sun shining. That's all for now. Bye bye.